Hey everybody. So we've had the Kilo 2000 now for a couple of years, and we have the Kilo 2200 as well. We had 3 defective Kilo 2000s, and they went back. SIG replaced them with some 2200s. Definitely not as effective. This is, like I say, one of the first gen of the Kilo 2000s, and I can range, and I have ranged on grass all the way out to 2,500 meters. And that was with a overcast, low humidity, wind, maybe about, I think it was like between 5 and 15 if I remember right. And with this one I was maybe able to get like 1,300 at the very best. Definitely not as reliable. We had a white target set up, brand new, fresh paint, and it would not range it at 1450. Yet this one I could do that, and I was able to actually range all the way up to 1,750 right behind the target on rocks and stuff like that. I don't know what they did, but they've definitely changed something. I'm really choked about it, really. Because the price went up on this one. I know there's places selling them for cheap now. That's fine. But, this was like 400, 420 US. This one, I think they're selling for about the same price, but it's just not performing. I've been able to range the 3,000 and, change yards with this one on reflective surfaces like the side of like a box fan, that kind of thing. But that's really about the only time. I haven't totally given up on it. It's possible that it's a defective unit. These things are probably made overseas, given how cheap they are. But, disappointing to say the least, though, because when I bought this, I was thinking, get it as a backup and hopefully get a little bit more performance out of it, especially as I start developing new loads and rifles and stuff like that with Jim Weiss, and we're going for 3,000 yards or something, or 3,000 meters, with the 7 mil or the 300 Norma or something like that. And so this new Kilo 2200 is staying in the bag all the time, and I'm going back to the 2-year-old Kilo 2000. And honestly, I don't know what I'll do if this thing fails. It's gonna suck. Like, I'm gonna have to go out and spend like $5,000 on a Leica or something else like that's military grade. We're just gonna be kind of hooped. Where I do run into problems with this is like when the wind is super high and you've got 20, 25, 30 miles an hour and lots of mirage. The laser is definitely not going to get through it. And so that's a limiting factor, and that's, I guess, really where I'm looking at having to step up to a military spec unit, like the ones, like I said, that are $5,000-$7,000, that kind of thing. But this is carried me a long way so far, and I just really hope that it never has to be replaced.